Hey, we're here with the Chilton team, and this week on our little segment, we are going to be talking to Diane from Ferndale Trim and Door, who is a brilliant woman when it comes to the finishings in your home. Today we're talking about trim. We're going to talk about some of the hardware you choose. How can it can change the look of your home? And Diane, something you said to me that was really interesting. You said really the exterior of your home and the year of your home can really change what you pick for your home, what you choose for it.
Absolutely. When you have a character home, it's very important that you don't get an unfortunate reaction when people walk in and they see that it doesn't stay true to the architecture of the home that you were expecting. So it's very important that the trim is one of those things that it doesn't leave with the house when the homeowner moves.
Now, show us an example of modern trim. Would this be considered modern trim?
Yeah, that's a transitional, basically.
Okay.
So most people would know this colonial as maybe what they've got in their home currently, which is one of the most well-known, common used, and also somewhat builder grade. And then we come into the transitional. So the transitional bring a little bit more of that sleek, clean lines. So these here, these contemporary ones here. And nowadays we're getting more into the ultra moderns, which are these kind of flat
Those are
trim.
very cool, but that doesn't necessarily fit the.
It would not fit into
here.
a character home. This would basically be a bit of a miss. It works very great for subdivision where you're trying to be the trendy one on the street. You're trying to stay up with the times. You're doing that with fabrics. You're doing that with colors. You can do it with trim. The good thing with trim is it's decades. It's not just for a couple of years, right? And it's throughout the whole house. So,
I'm always amazed at how much richer a home can look, and how much with just a little bit of trim in the right spots.
That's right. And what you're holding right now is a crown molding, which goes around the perimeter of your ceilings. And once again, something that totally brings character to the home. It finishes the room. Great to emphasize height. And also comes in all kinds of different styles. This one you have is once again one of those more contemporary. It has a lot of clean lines. The less amount of shaded areas that you get, so the less amount of profiles is the best basically modern tweak that you'll have.
I learned most of the curse words I know from my maid trying to do crown holding. So this is why we trust the professionals. So to do it, right?
You need to know how to cut.
Yeah, you don't have the right tools. Not that easy.
Yeah, mitering is a skill.
It's an art. And when it comes to crown molding, you've got it's compounding and angles. There's a lot of different intricate things, so it's not quite a beginner's project.
And something you also work on is hardware. Tell us about hardware.
Yeah, hardware is the same thing. So it's kind of the jewelry exactly, and on your house, that's where you have the most trends when it comes to hardware. We've gone through the phases where now the bronze and the blacks are kind of disappearing a little bit, but at the same time doing their comeback too. But now we're coming into more very modern, sleek looks. That's to marry with those golden tones that come now into the lighting fixtures with kitchen hardware. And of course, if you want to do an upgrade,
I like this square. This is different.
So cool.
It's very different.
Like how important is it to I get worried if you get too trendy in a character home, right? This would not work in a house like this.
No, but I've seen where people are putting the crystal balls and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a bit of a hint to the past. It's really it works. That's one of the things where I think that it's like a jewelry. So if you're going to go super traditional, bring a pop of modern into your doorknob.
This is one I like.
Oh, it's one of the top sellers actually.
Is it?
Yes, it
Beautiful.
is. Once again, kind of a touch of it's kind of the classic meets the trendy, and the color,
so
the
this
shape.
will last.
This will last for decades. Absolutely, absolutely. The square rosette, which is the backer here, is once again bringing it a little bit more into the modern age, and the color, of course, to marry with those.
Terrific. So some great ideas, Diane. If you want to sell your home, these are really quick ways to update your home that are make a big impact and can really help you.
One thing I could suggest too that is very, very often done is where people will upgrade the main floor and the upper hall, but leave the bedrooms, because bedrooms are more decorative, where it's more about the wallpapers and the characteristics of the decor. But when it comes to the big space, especially where there's not that much furniture, trim makes a big deal. And once again, so this is the jewelry for your doors and the doors too.
Sounds good. And of course, this is one of the homes that's going to be on the May Court Tour of Homes coming up November 18th. Really excited. 18th and 19th. And so this is one of the things being done to the home. So you're going to get to see the finished product coming up actually in a couple of months. So it's really exciting. Diane, thank you so much for being part of our little DIY.
Pleasure.
And again, if you want to upgrade your home, chat with Diane. She's the lady that knows what she's doing. Ferndale Trim and Door. They're here to help you with all your needs to update your home, make it look real pretty, like this one's going to look coming up very soon.